Hello and welcome. My name is Harshit Daga and I work as a senior software consultant at Knoldus. So in this video of Scala 3 series, I will be talking about trait parameters and why are they introduced and how can you use them. So traits in Scala are very powerful as compared to interfaces in Java because traits actually allow abstraction over values as well. But interface actually doesn't allow this. So if I show you an example of how you have abstract values in Scala trait, so this is a very simple example. Here is a timer trait and it has an abstract value called start, so which is an abstract. So this is the main advantage of having traits in Scala as compared to interfaces in Java. But with this advantage there comes a problem which is called early initialization or eager initialization. So how can this problem occur? So if I write a few more abstract values and one value which is actually dependent on these two abstract value, so this value will cause this value end will cause eager initialization problem. Why eager? Because it's actually using those two values which are abstract and which are not yet initialized. So at compile time you may not see this problem, but when you will create an instance, when you create a class which actually inherits this timer trait, and then you will see this problem of eager initialization. So if I write a class which extends this trait and if I print obj.end, so here comes the problem. So obj.end, let's see first what will be the output. So obj.end is actually 0. Why 0? Because I already told you this is the problem which is called as eager initialization. So start is actually not yet initialized when actually this gets computed. So this integer which is not yet initialized, which is by default 0, then 0 plus 0 gives you 0. So this is called eager initialization, and if this wouldn't have been your primitive data type, so you might have seen null pointer exception as well. So to overcome the problem of eager initialization in Scala 2, so Scala 3 actually adds trait with parameters. So you can have parameterized, you can pass parameters to the trait just like you pass parameters to any method, or you pass arguments to a class. Now let's see how this timer trait will be rewritten in Scala 3. Scala 3 trait timer v2, and since we have some abstract values which are actually used by some other values in the same trait, which is start and duration, so what you should be doing is you can pass these values like this, and if any other value which is dependent on this value, so what you can do is start plus duration, which is end. So in this case, so the general rule which everyone should apply is if any value which is abstract but some other value is dependent on that abstract value of the same trait, so what you should be doing is you should pass that abstract value as in trait parameters, and your case is solved. And what you will do to create instance of this trait is timer v2 IMPL extends timer v2 trait, and you can pass values like this. And if you create obj1 equals to new timer v2 IMPL, and if you print obj1 dot end, so in Scala 2 this end is if you write traits like in Scala 2, so end was giving you value 0, but here it should not happen. Let's see what value it actually gives. In this case it actually gives you value 100 plus 10, which is 100, and that is the solution which we wanted. So this was a pretty crisp and clear use case of trait with the parameters in Scala 3. Now let's see how can we use these parameter traits with the different traits which are actually not parameters. So if I add a new trait which actually extends this timer v2 parameterized trait, trait with parameters. So in this case what you should be doing is like message start is start and end is $n. Since this is trait and it is inheriting parameter trait, so actually it doesn't need to pass arguments here. But if a class which will inherit this timer message trait, let's see what class should do if that class inherits timer message trait. So let's say class timer message IMPL extends timer message trait. Okay, so this so as you can see, this compiler is showing you an error that parameterized trait timer v2 is indirectly implemented and it needs to be implemented directly. So what you can do is, what you should do here is like you should extend another trait which is parameter trait here and pass arguments to them like this, and you don't need any other things, so you can skip braces there. And if you create object of this and if you print obj2 dot message and if you print obj2 dot end, let's see what result do you get here. So obj2 message gives you start and end time, and yes, and obj2 end gives you end time. Okay, so this is the general implementation of trait with parameters. If you want to inherit trait with parameters, so this is what you should follow. Hope you like this video. Thank you very much.